Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Hardcore Season 2 world. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I've actually done some mining in between episodes, making full use of my brand new beacon directly underneath Cherryville. And I've got to say, we've gotten tons of stuff. Look at all of this stone that we've got. It's beautiful. Gravel, dirt, andesite, diorite. Look at all of these ores! Oh, it's so good. And not only that, we've also got plenty of diamonds too. These are just dotted around everywhere. I haven't actually mined any of them. I've done my best to leave them where possible. And I've got to say, there is quite a lot of them. But unfortunately, I have sinned. My goodness, I have made a mistake. And you've probably already noticed it. I don't have a netherite pick anymore, because, unfortunately, I broke it. And I'm about to do that with my new pick as well, Silky Vengeance, which I named in anger after I broke the last one. So, let's just see that. Item stats times broken. Where is it? Netherite pick. Oh, it's so sad. It had mending, and I don't have a mending villager. Oh, I found that mending book manually, and now it is gone. But we have a new Silk Touch pick, and we need to fix that up, because that does not have mending. That's something we need to find at some stage. Probably not today, but Silky Vengeance is my new Silk Touch pickaxe. So we've just gone ahead and gotten tons of these diamond ores, and that should help a lot in regards to getting more netherite in the future. So we'll be able to duplicate the netherite armor trim. Well, not trim, the netherite smithing upgrade template. That'll be good. So let's just go ahead and mine up as many of these diamond ores as we possibly can. And we'll see just how many diamonds we get out of this strip mine. And so, after mining up all of those diamond ores, we have a grand total of 64 and 29. I almost have 100 diamond ores. That's awesome. All that just from one strip mine with one singular beacon. And I'm currently thinking about moving this over a little bit down there or something, or maybe mining out the layer above it just to get some extra blocks, because we are actually in need of a lot of blocks for the nearby future. And it's more for a shape building exercise before I go in and texture everything afterwards. That's my one hint towards a project that you hopefully will experience some point soon. When? I don't know. Some point soon, I hope. Anyway, let's dump all of those ores that I just mined again into this double chest. I mean, this is a lot of iron that I've just gathered as well, actually. I mean, just look at this. I've got over 10 stacks of iron ore. That's amazing. Oh, I hope that's going to go far. Anyway, we need to see just how many diamonds we get from these ores. So let's just go right ahead and fortune all of these bad boys up. We should get quite a lot from this, you know. There are literally diamonds everywhere. After all of that, okay, let's see. How many have we got here? 2 stacks? Almost 3 stacks of diamonds. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely amazing. Oh, that's going to keep us going for a good long time, I have to say. And that's on top of what we already have in our diamond box. We currently got 35 in there. Well, now we have 3 stacks and 34, which comes out to 25 diamond blocks. Oh, that's good. So why have I been busy mining diamonds and whatnot? Well, it's actually so that I can upgrade more of my tools to netherite. I've got a full set of netherite gear, which is perfect. But what I could really do with is some actually netherite tools. It's a shame that I've already broken my netherite mending pickaxe. But we also have mending on our axe and our shovel, and they could do with being turned into netherite. I'm not going to do that with my picks until I get mending back again. which hopefully won't be too far away in the future. Maybe I'll find a few more mending books some point soon. But I'm trying not to use villagers at the moment. I feel like I've used them already to get the most OP armor in the game, God armor, and I just don't feel like I want to use them again until the villager trading changes are brought to a future update in Minecraft. We had some of them in snapshots about half a year ago, and then everything just stopped. And I'm not entirely sure what's happening with it at the moment, but hopefully we'll get them maybe in 1.22. Anyway, I actually want to fortune up a good amount of these ores, namely the iron. We are in desperate need of more iron, ever more iron. I could really do with an iron farm. Wait, is that something that you guys have been suggesting? Is that a thing that has been in the comments of one of my most recent videos, an iron farm? Well, in fact, if you actually look very closely, one of you suggested a Chiron farm. I don't know what that centaur ever did to you, but he does not deserve to be farmed, sir. But I hear you loud and clear. Whistler, Whistler, build an iron farm. It will help you. It will give you all of the iron that you could ever need for all of your projects. And I hear you. I definitely hear you, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. So, with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and build a sculk farm in this video. Wait, a sculk farm? No, I promise I haven't gone crazy. It's all just part of the project, you see. I'm going to be using Sculk in my iron farm build, which I am hoping is going to turn out pretty cool. It's a bit of a mega project. It's probably going to be the first actually mega project of this world. And I can't wait to start it, really. I think it's going to be really exciting. Oh, but we need Sculk first. So I'm glad that I've got some basic resources to start out with. We'll need some more stone, I'm sure. But, yeah, it's pretty good going so far. Right, let's do this. Come on. Whoop. There we go. Right. Let's just flop that down. Aha. I'm already being attacked by phantoms. That is typical of Minecraft. My goodness. Isn't that just a shame, Mr. Enderman? The phantoms, they just come out as soon as you take a step outside at night, and they descend like vultures. They sense my lack of sleep. Anyway, let's just go right ahead and fortune up all of our ores here. Oh my gosh, look at that. This is incredible. All of that iron. All of this gold. Oh, I am rich today, everyone. Who needs an iron farm when you have fortune and a lot of iron ore? And all it took is getting a beacon. Oh, that set us so far forward in this world. Hopefully this iron will actually hang around for a while. There should actually be enough iron to finish my sheep balloons that I have over there. The shares dispensing system. Oh, hello. What do you have? Coral. Oh, that does actually tempt me. Please, sir, give me the coral. Oh, and the red sand too. Pointed dripstone. I don't think I have any of that. I've never had that. And you know what? I'll take the lily pads too, and the cyan dye, and also the podzol. Thank you very much, sir. But not only that, I believe that I might actually now have enough iron to fully complete the storage system for the wheat farm over here. We've got all of these chests, this chest wall lined up, and there's no hoppers on the other side of them. This is supposed to be an auto sorter. We're going to have wheat, seeds, bone meal, carrots, potatoes, melons, pumpkins, even beetroot seeds. And I know I don't have a farm for most of those things, but one day I hope I'll be able to line up this whole wall with crops, and it's going to be amazing. Don't you think, Alice? I just wish I knew what to do with all of the Endermen that managed to walk in here and trample everything. Oh, they can be frustrating. So let's just go ahead and smelt up all of that iron. Oh, I love using this super smelter so much. We'll leave the raw gold at the moment. I feel like I have reached the point where I can actually just turn these into blocks of raw gold. And these can be decorative blocks. Because that is a beautiful block, I have to say. Raw gold blocks? Oh, It's so good. Anyway, I think it's time that we get started on building our Sculk farm. And that is going to be a bit of a challenge because, as you all know, I have yet to actually find a deep dark biome in this world. But here's the thing. I know exactly how to find one. Deep dark biomes are actually really easy to find. You just need to go to a place where there's like a mountain, and then it's really likely, highly likely, that a deep dark biome has generated beneath the mountain. The deep dark biome itself is definitely height dependent. So what we need to do is look for a mountain, and luckily for me, I actually have a cherry grove biome just over here. This is, in actual fact, a mountain. I know it doesn't look like it's very mountainous terrain, but I assure you, this is in fact, well, this is plains, but just over here, we have some cherry trees. Cherry grove biome there, you can see it on the left. So, what I want to do is travel down into the bowels of the earth itself and just see whether there is a deep dark biome under the surface of the world here. I reckon we're in for a good chance. Real good chance. That is a baby zombie villager. That is terrifying. Oh, copper. I can't say no. Okay, I need to get down as low as possible. I feel like at the moment we're all just still in the stone layer. Is there a cave that can take me down, maybe? Oh! This is actually a huge cave system here. Oh, this is awesome. What's down there? I think that's potentially what I might want. Oh. Oh! Oh, I've seen it! And there's diamonds there! Awesome! But that's deep dark. I told you I'd find it. Oh, that is actually terrifying. Hi guys, I actually really want those diamonds, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna go ahead and mine these bad boys. Yeah, thank you. Okay, what are we looking at here? How scary is this place? Oh, it's scary. It's scary. It is actually scary. I'm just going to deposit myself here. Okay. So we've got some shriekers. They will summon the warden if I make some noise, which is actually a little bit terrifying. But it doesn't look like there's... What was that? Falling from the... Oh, I think that was a gravel particle. But I think all I need, really, is the Sculk catalyst block over there for a Sculk farm. I think that's all I need. I think I'll probably grab some of those Sculk sensors as well. They'll probably be good to have. So, it's a good thing that I have my Silk Touch hoe. Okay. Any shriekers? I don't see any shriekers here. I think we're all right. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is scary. There's nothing here. There's not an ancient city or anything, but being amongst this mulch, this Sculk, hearing these sensors going off, oh, it does make me a little bit nervous. Wardens are actually a little bit terrifying in hardcore. You probably knew that already. But we're just gonna go ahead and take some of these blocks because they're quite useful, especially Sculk sensors. That is actually something else that I'd like to use in my iron farm in the future, is Sculk sensors. It's gonna be like a switch that I'd like to relay up the iron farm when I eventually build it. But for now, I'm just gonna go right ahead and take all of this stuff. Oh yes, please. All of the stuff. Oh. That's a shrieker. Can it hear me? La-di-la-li-da. The warden can't hear me. La-li-la-li-la. La-bi-di-da-bi-da. Labby 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 la labby blue. Warden, I know you can hear me. And you know what? Your mum's fat. And I think it's really good that we actually have this deep dark biome so close to Cherryville, actually. Because I might actually want to make use out of this little thing here. I think this is gonna be pretty cool. Pet wardens? Anybody? Oh, it's gonna be good. That's strike 2. Let's just go ahead. Mine up some more of that stuff. Oh. That bat is making things go a little bit crazy. How many strikes before the warden spawns again? I have forgotten. This is a pretty big room, so I should be alright if the warden does happen to spawn. There's actually a lot of empty space up in here. This feels like the perfect room for a warden fight, actually. No, we're not doing that today. I have other plans that don't involve me getting killed. Oh, there's so many shriekers there. Did I just see diamonds? No, I didn't. I saw glowing sacks. Anyway. How do I get out of here again? Was it over here? That's one place I had a torch. And then from here... Ah! There we go. That is my path to the outside. So, hole there. Cherryville. Just over yonder, over here. Just out of render distance. Oh. That's so close. And 7 Sculk catalysts should hopefully be more than enough for the Sculk farm that I want to build. I swear to God, why am I always being interrupted by thunderstorms? So how does someone actually build a Sculk farm? Well, it's all to do with this block right here. You see, when a mob dies next to this block, it turns all of the natural blocks around it into Sculk blocks. And I will demonstrate that in a second, once I find something that I want to kill. So these mobs over here are unfortunately attacking me right now. So I just need to place that block down and kill these guys. And look at that. It spreads, doesn't it, Mr. Skeleton? It spreads from the death of other mobs. And we're going to take advantage of that. And I suspect that the best way to do that is to go to the end and build ourselves an ender. So I've done a little bit of prep work for this farm. I've got tons of stone blocks in these shulker boxes, which we're going to use to create the spawning platforms for the Enderman to spawn on. And in here, we have our Sculk catalysts, plenty of glass, some purple dye, because, well, we're going to make purple glass. And we're also going to use some warped wood, because that's fire resistant, and we're going to have lava in our farm. And we don't want our farm to burn down, do we? We've also got plenty of redstone supplies. I'll need the observers, sticky pistons, hoppers, and even the redstone lamps, actually. And... oh, I've forgotten something. I actually wanted a target block. Let's just go ahead and craft one of those up real quick. There we go. And we've also got 9 buckets of lava, which we're going to use to create stone blocks that will be fed through a piston array thing that's going to be slowly turned into Sculk by the time it gets to me, where I'm going to be on a minecart going back and forwards, mining the whole thing. Well, that's the plan anyway. Right, I don't think I need anything else, but I could be wrong. I might have to come back here. Who knows? So, off we go to the end. It's not the best of end portal builds, is it? I've got a random pillar of random blocks sticking out of a lake. Alright, end, here we come. Okay. Gotta be careful, Whistler. Don't walk off the side of this island. Not yet, anyway. I've got to make sure I keep my elytra on as well for this, because we're going to be bridging out over the void, which is actually kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I don't want to do this. Building this farm is just going to be so terrifying, my goodness. Well, at least I've got plenty of rockets, so we should be fine if we happen to fall off whatever we're building. Okay. This is the side. This right here. Oh. Oh, that is an awful view. I hate that. Right, where's my lava? We've got to create ourselves a bit of a cobblestone descent path, I guess, off the side of the end island just here. There we go. Just let that flow down for a little bit. Could this lava please speed up? It's so slow. And the reason I'm doing this is because the spawn rates for mobs in general is faster the lower you are in the world. And as we are on an end island in the middle of the sky, I mean, how high are we on the Y level? We're at Y58, which is a little bit high. We want to be building this farm at Y0, honestly. So we're just going to drop our lava to the bottom of the world and then drop some water next to it. And that will create a nice cobblestone pillar all the way down to the bottom of the world for us to dig down to Y0. I could die down here. Today is actually a little bit terrifying. Oh. Right. I don't think that's going any lower. So, let's go ahead and yoink that. Get this water going downwards. And that should give us a nice big cobblestone pillar. I also don't want to be anywhere near the main end island because I want all of the Endermen spawning on my Enderman spawning platform. And if I have Endermen spawning anywhere other than my spawning platform, then it's going to be lowering my rates. I'm not going to be getting Sculk as fast as I would like. So, that's why I've brought this nice and handy stone cutter. I'm going to make some slabs. We'll do that again. And that should get us way more than 128 blocks away from the main end island, because that's the main spawning radius around you, the player. That's how the spawning algorithm works. So, just need to mine down here, which I do not want to do. Oh, I hate it. Is there still lava down there? No, it's gone. Oh, right. Okay. Mine down, Whistler. Just try not to be too hasty when you get down to the bottom. Oh. Oh, I hate this. I actually hate this. There's not much room for forgiveness if I fall off a platform this low to the edge of the void here. There is no room for error in what I am going to be doing today at all. This could be it. Oh. Bottom slab. There we go. Oh. Right. There we go. So, let's just bridge out over the void. Oh. I hate this. This is genuinely awful. Why am I doing this in my hardcore world? Oh no, this is bad. You know, the good thing is that I have my crouch button on toggle. So, my pinky finger, it feels just fine. But just the absence of anything on my screen other than my UI and the stone slabs, that is terrifying. My goodness, I am feeling the call of the void right now, just to let everyone know. But we've gotten 64 blocks away from the main end island, got another 2 stacks of slabs to go. Oh, this is awful. Why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this for Sculk? Oh, come on, Whistler, we've only got to do this once. Once, all we need. At least I have an elytra. Okay, so theoretically I could stop here, because I'm now 128 blocks away from the main end island, but we're going to keep going, just because at some point in the future, in the distant future, I might want to expand the main end island and have an end island project here. And I just want to make sure that I don't build anything that's too close to this farm. It's just future-proofing. Why am I hearing cave noises? I'm in the end. There's nothing here. Sweaty palms, everyone, sweaty palms. This is going to be how far away we are from our end island. We can still see everything. We can still see the main end island. But I've got to say, it actually looks pretty cool with the way the render distance has faded out the edges there. I quite like that. Oh, just filling out a bit of a platform is already making me feel a lot better about this. I don't think I would be attempting this farm if I didn't have an elytra, you know? It is that sketchy down here. No room for error, but I've got this. I've never actually built an ender before. And I'm not even using it for XP, I'm using it to generate Sculk. Is that weird? Feel free to let me know, am I a weird person? Alright, we now have a wonderful stone platform for us to start working on. So the first thing we're going to do is actually work a little bit backwards. We're going to start with our storage system first. And the main reason for that is that we're working so far down in the world that I don't want to make a mistake by building the entire farm and then not have room for the storage system to store my Sculk. That would be a disaster. No, we cannot have that. So yes, it will be storage first. So the idea is that I will be sitting in this minecart and we'll just flick that lever and I will be moving back and forwards on this little minecart track with my hoe, just hoeing all of the Sculk blocks as the pistons push them towards me from a stone generator that I'm going to have back there. And all of that stone is going to be converted into Sculk by the Enderman farm. And all of the blocks that I mine will end up in these chests. So I've caused a bit of a flood here, but the idea is that this will be a stone generator. We'll have lava falling down onto these water sources just here, and the sticky pistons will pull those down, and then this piston here will fire it out sideways. And the stone blocks should hopefully end up going all the way over here by 12 blocks, because that's the piston push limit. And that should mean that we never actually break our minecart rail over here, no matter how stupid we are. Let's just block those water sources off for now. And to power those sticky pistons down there, we've got 2 observers looking at this row of redstone lamps. And then the normal pistons will be powered by these ordinary chiseled stone blocks over here. And we'll keep those signals separate, because what we want to happen is we want this sticky piston to fire and retract this block down here, and then that piston to fire afterwards, and pushing those stone blocks over there. So that we end up with a nice little stone platform here for the Enderman to fall down on and die in. And then we'll have some Sculk's catalysts on the sides, and then that will convert all of the stone into the lovely Sculk blocks that we are wanting to collect. Okay, so this should hopefully be the machine basically complete. My stone generator has been constructed, we've got our lava in place. We've even got a set of pistons here that will hopefully stop any kind of breakage within the system itself. So whenever I happen to deactivate this lever and deactivate the farm itself, these pistons will fire, and then these pistons here won't be able to push existing stone blocks up and break our lava sources. It's like a preventative measure for the farm breaking. So what we've got here is a lever, and this is going to power the farm. It's going to first power this piston, which will push this redstone block into this redstone line here, and then that's going to power this top row of pistons for our preventative measures. Not only that, this lever will also go around here, it'll reach this repeater here, and then it'll loop around all the way to the back, and then we'll have a piston with a target block here. That should be a sticky piston, I believe. And then another ordinary piston just there, with an observer looking at it. So what this does is this will push this target block into place just there, and that completes the circuit, which will start firing whenever this piston pushes due to this observer acknowledging the fact that the piston has moved. And we've got a bit of a repeater loop here. One for the redstone lamps here, and another one for the bottom row of pistons that are going to push out our stone blocks for us. I'm hoping that all makes sense. Anyway, let's see if the stone generator works. Come on, first time's the charm. We all know that. Let's go. Okay. Oh, it's working. Guys, it's actually working. Oh, that's awesome. Right, let's turn that off. I don't actually want a wall of stone just yet, but that stone generator is actually working, and these pistons have pushed back into place after we've turned off the farm as well, which stops the lava from breaking. Oh, this is good. This has turned out so well. So I guess the next thing we need to do is construct a falling tube for our Endermen to fall down and then die once they hit the ground just here. And for an Enderman to die from fall damage, it actually needs to fall 42 blocks. So let's pillar up 42 blocks and a little bit extra, because the Sculk that's generating here, it might actually generate a Sculk catalyst or a shrieker in that little square that I've got just there. And we don't want that to happen, because then an Enderman could land on it and they could survive. And we can't have that. Oh no. No, that's just not allowed. So I'd say Y47 is probably a good height for this. Yeah. Wait, this is wrong. I actually want a bigger space to fall through. Oh no, it's supposed to be a 5x5 hole, not a 3x3. And now that we have a nice big glass fall tube, we can go ahead and get an endermite into place. And we want our endermite to be out of reach of all of the endermen, so we're just going to go ahead and make sure that the enderman can't actually touch an endermite that's up on top of this stone block. I'm fairly certain that they won't be able to. And we want to trick the enderman into falling down into this hole here. So to do that, we're going to use some trapdoors on the sides here. So now when an enderman sees this hole here, they're going to see the trapdoors and they're going to think that they can walk on them. And then they shall fall down. All part of my master plan. And now we need to spawn in our endermite. And to do that, we're just going to throw some ender pearls. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get an endermite to spawn. It should be a 5% chance. That's not feeling likely at the moment. And I've already suffocated in a wall. Come on, where is it? There it is! Hello, maggot! Oh, we're gonna have fun, you and me. Come on. What? Is he in? He's in. Okay. Which side do I actually want you to be on again? That side, right, okay. You're in a perfect spot, my friend. So, what should happen is that we now have this spawning platform for the Endermen, and when they spawn, they'll instantly get angry at our maggots over here. So, let's just go ahead and make our spawning platform a bit bigger, and we should begin to see some Endermen spawning, and watch them fall to their deaths in our death tube. And I'm actually going to use stone blocks for the spawning platform, not for any other particular reason other than pure curiosity. I'm curious as to whether the Sculk particles that generate the Sculk on the stone down there will ever reach this spawning platform. So really, this is more of a curiosity experiment. Will it reach? Maybe one day. How fast will it reach? I do not know, but I quite fancy finding out the answer. And you know what? I'm actually going to give this endermite a little bit of extra protection, up some carpet, and hopefully that will help stop endermen from getting quite so close to the endermite in question. And not only that, double layering carpets actually has a bit of a benefit when it comes to endermen. You see, endermen can't actually teleport to carpets on top of other carpets, so it's a little bit of extra protection in that regard as well. And there we go. I think our maggots should hopefully be rather safe in our little blob of carpet just there. So there's only one thing left to do. We've got to knock out all of the torches that I put down and let the endermen start to spawn. Oh, it's already working. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that was fast. Oh, that's so good. And they're basically instantly angry too. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I love that. Now, did I actually build this high enough? It does look like I did. Okay, they are dying down there. Okay, we've got to see what this looks like from afar. Okay, we've got to see. Oh. Oh, what have I done? Oh, those poor Endermen. I can't even hear myself think anymore. Oh. Oh my. So, with all of the death that's raining just here, I suspect that the best thing to do would actually be to place down our Sculk Catalyst, and the platform is already Sculk. It was that fast, everyone. Oh my goodness. What have I done? I've already got Sculk sensors. Was this a mistake? I hope not. Let's just... I mean, at least I'm getting lots of free Ender Pearls, right? Oh dear. Okay. We've got to give this a try. What's this gonna be like? Okay. The Sculk is getting pushed towards me. We're mining the Sculk. Not nearly fast enough. What's with that? Oh. Well, that would do it, wouldn't it? I don't even have an efficiency 5 hoe. I should probably go and fix that, right? Now, give me efficiency 4, please. Come on. Unbreaking 3. Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. And this should be our efficiency 5 Silk Touch hoe. Just for gathering Sculk. Oh, it's gonna be good. Okay. I want to see what this looks like as I approach the farm itself. With all of the Endermen dropping down into it. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Oh, they're starting to rain. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of dead Endermen. Oh my... Oh! It just gets worse and worse. And then... they get loud. They get really, really loud. And my inventory is already full of Ender Pearls. Incredible. Let's just dump them in there. That'll do. Okay. Let's try this again. Aha. Yes. That's insta-mining the Sculk. Oh, that's so good. We actually have a functioning Sculk farm now, everyone. And I can even get the Sculk sensors too. That's pretty good. So I just have to go from side to side in our little minecart here. I can just gather as much Sculk as I could ever need in this world. This is a pretty good farm, you know. And Sculk itself is basically XP storage, so I can come back... Oh! That's not supposed to happen. Oh, no, it's Sculk. Okay. So it doesn't matter if a stone block reaches the end of the piston feed tape. It will turn to Sculk eventually. So we don't have to worry about that. That's good. Oh. Oh, I love this so much. This is really doing wonders. For goodness sake. Will these mobs just shut up for 2 seconds? Okay. There we go. Oh. Do you hear that? That's the Sculk. Those are the Sculk particles. That sounds really weird. I don't think I've ever heard that before. That's crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? So we've got this much Sculk in this front double chest. I wasn't expecting much in that, to be honest. None of the blocks are actually reaching that row of hoppers. So we'll begin to get more and more as we go down the line. Yeah, see? That's a good amount of Sculk. These two have nothing in. I guess I can't actually reach that far in the minecart. So that's utterly pointless, these two chests here. But this is a good amount of Sculk, considering how long I was actually harvesting the stuff for just then. That's really good. I do in fact approve of this farm. It's amazing. I have an Enderman Sculkificator, and you can actually see the Sculk has actually reached quite high on the glass already. And you know what? This is actually a really good place to harvest the Sculk veins as well. I can just mine the Sculk veins that are on the glass. So I'm not just limited to the Sculk blocks themselves. It just regenerates so quickly. Anyway, we now have a fully functioning Sculk farm in our world now, everyone. And I've got to say, this thing is crazier than I could ever have imagined. Oh my goodness, look at all of the Endermen just then. Oh, this is going to be fun to use. I can tell already. Oh, this farm will definitely fulfill all of our future needs for Sculk. I'm going to have too much. And if I ever want more Sculk sensors, I can just go around and mine them, and they keep generating. In fact, we're even getting Sculk Shriekers, which is amazing, really. Got a little redstone component farm, too. I like that. But I hope you enjoyed, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!